तद्भक्ताय नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त नारायण इति नामिने श्रीकृष्णलीलकथाने सुदाक्षम् औदार्य माधुर्य गुणैश्च युक्तं वरं वरेण्यं पुरुषमहान्तं नारायणं त्वं शिरसा नमामि त्रिदण्डीनां भक्तशिरोमणिं च श्रीकृष्णपादाब्जहृदयकवि चैतन्यलीलामृतसारसारं नारायणं त्वं सततं प्रपद्ये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रिय अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे. Let me offer millions of blessings for the sake of Gurudev, Upanu, Varga, Nama, Nishta, Santa, Sripada, and Prabhupada, Kumar. All present, past, future, Vaishnavas, Thavat, Dandavat, Pranam. Vancha kalpataru vyascha kripa sindhu eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namaha. Today is Saturday, 19th, 18th, 18th. So week from today is Ekadasi, Shaktila Ekadasi, next Saturday. Then 20th, Monday, Jaydev Goswami's disappearance day. 23rd is Lochandas disappearance day. Then 3rd February is Vasanta Panchami. So that day is a lot of very amazing time. Gaura Shakti Vishnu Priya Devi's appearance day. Saraswati Puja. Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Raghunath Das Goswami. Raghunandan Thakur appearance day. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur disappearance day. Then Advaita Saptami, 5th February. Then Nityananda Trayodasi, 10th February. 8th February is Jaya Ekadasi. 19th, 29th is Gurudev's appearance day. 29th January. 9th is Navadip Dham Parikrama begin. 14th is Gaur Purnima. So this is happening. Time goes very fast. Almost 1 year. Wow. So that's why this one, if you look at the life of Jayadev Goswami, amazing personality. Wow. We hear so much. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu liked so much Gita Govinda. So it says, now the present Champati, one of the 9 islands, Navadvip, Uttudipa, 9 limbs of bhakti. Uttudipa, Archana. See, we have 9 limbs bhakti. Shravana, Kirtana, Marana, Vandana, Archana, then Jai Jai Jai. Jai Jai Srila Gurudev ki Jai, Gaura Hari ki Jai, Gaura Gaura बोलिए जाओ. कितना चाय मारा गौरा बेने गौरा. गौरा नयने रतारा. गौर 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 गौर. ये हमारे रूम में नारियल का बाटल है ना, तेल डालते हैं, इसको फिलअप करना पड़ेगा. कोई खाली हो गया है. ऊपर से लेकर आना पड़ेगा. हाँ, अभी जाके लेके जाओ. तो महाप्रभु पार्षद द्विजवाणी, द्विजवाणीनाथ. How he took a darshan of Mahaprabhu in the form of a Champakavarna. Champakavarna meaning golden. See, we have one kind of flower, like a golden color, very fragrant. We have it here, very fragrant. In English, I don't know. But the tree is very brittle. The branches are very, very brittle. No, they are not strong. But the flowers are out of this world, golden color. So that's why it's Champahati. It's a place where they used to sell or people make garlands out of it. And there was a lot of it available. That's why it's called Champahati. So the Dvijavaninath, he took darshan, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the form of golden, like a Vipra, golden form of Brahmana. So same way, Jayadev Goswami also, Bhaktavara. He first he took darshan of Radha Govinda, then Radha Govinda combined together in the form of golden form, Champakavarna. Swarna Kanti Swarupa. Swarupa Mahaprabhu darshan in Satyuga. So, but he also took darshan here, this time, Jaydev Goswami. So, then Mahaprabhu, he gave darshan to Jayadev. Then he told him, you should go to Purushottam Dham, Jagannath Puri. So, before that, what happened? Uh, when he wrote this Dashavatara Stotam, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Nina Sharira, Navavida, Dashavida Rupa, Jaya Deva, Jaya Di, Jaya Jaya Di, Jaya Deva Deva Hare, Dashavatara Stotam. So, hearing that Raja Lakshman saying, he was, he himself was a Sanskrit, like a Pandit, king itself, used to come up with this, slokas, recitation, glorification. But he was amazed by this. He said, who wrote this? Jayadeva. So he went to see Jayadeva because Jayadeva was shunning any kingly arrangement, meeting kings. Like the way Madhava, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also taking that. He didn't want to meet any worldly people, especially king. Even though he was a devotee, even then he didn't want to. So same way, Jayadeva Goswami. But so the king went like a dressed like a ordinary person, you know. Then then he saw amazing personality, so he introduced himself that then he said he requested him, please come to my the Rajya Sabha, you know, Raja Mahal, his palace. Then he said, no, please, no. But then he said, please come. Then he said, no, I have to go to, rather live in Jagannath Puri. Then king requested, please, please, beg, please. You don't have to come to my palace, but live nearby, Champahati. Huh? Champahati is very beautiful. Huh? So that is it's a wonderful place for you to stay. And he also gave word, without his permission, he will never go and see him. So, because the king was so humble and meek, Jayadeva Goswami could not deny himself. When some people with a feeling low, please, please, be merciful to me, like that. He's a Vaishnava, both are Vaishnavas. So he cannot neglect it. So he agreed that to stay in Champahati. And then he said, without your permission, I will never come and see you. So he agreed to stay in Champahati. That's how he came to Champahati. And the king made arrangement, a little hut to stay for him there. That's how Jayadeva Goswami stayed in that Champahati. The place now that temple that we have, Gaudiya Mutt, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaur Gadadhar temple. They're famous, right? Champahati, Gaur Gadadhar. It is the same place where Jayadev Goswami to reside. And that's where he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a golden form. So, and he was composing Gita Govinda, Ashtapadi. So, and Mahaprabhu, when he gave darshan to Jayadev Goswami, that time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, when I, in the Prakat Leela, when I appear in Navadip, when I take sannyas, then I will go to Jagannath Puri and the Gita Govinda, which has been compiled by him, I will taste it. So, and also it is told that by the mercy of Jagannath, Jayadev was agreed to accept Padmavati as a wife. So how it happened? How it happened? One Brahmana was there. There was no children for him. After praying to Jagannath for a long time, that one Kanya, one female baby was born. So he kept her name as Padmavati. When she was ready for the marriage age, he brought her to Jagannath Puri to offer it to the lotus feet of Jagannath. So at that time, Jagannath, he gave an instruction. No, you should give your daughter to my devotee Jayadev Goswami. So, and Jayadev Goswami has given up entire samsara dharma and is doing chanting, taken up. Please offer your daughter to him. Then that Brahmana taking her daughter, we went to near Jayadev Goswami and he requested her to please accept her and as your wife. Because but he was not willing, Jayadev Goswami, to accept her. Then what Brahmana did, he told, this is the order of Jagannath, what I can do. So saying that he left her daughter near Jayadev Goswami and walked away. So Jayadev, then he did not know what to say. He's telling that lady, that Kanya girl. You can go anywhere, wherever you like. And I will take you and then I will leave you there, wherever you desire to go. But you cannot stay here. Then Padmavati, she started crying and telling, "Oh, my father, under the order of Jagannath, hmm, he has offered me in your hand, and you are my husband, and you are everything for me. So, and if you give up, if you give up on me, if you reject me, then I will give up my life at your lotus feet. I will give up my life at your lotus. Oh, Nata, my protector. You are the only protector for me, only way. So that's why Jaydev Goswami could not reject her. What he can do? So he accepted her. And he also he composed this Gita Govinda. One Narayan. He established one deity, Narayan. Then his heart was filled with love for Krishna. Out of that, the songs are keep coming. So in Gita Govinda, all the rasa, bhava is there. But when it comes to mana prakarana, Radharani's man prakarana, how we felt that how Krishna he has to catch the feet of Radharani to make her break man. That prasang, that incident came. But how to write it down, that part, you could not do it. Because imagine Krishna uh, taking shelter, lotus feet of Radharani. uh. Everybody takes shelter of Krishna, but himself taking shelter of Radharani, lotus feet, this was too much for him. But the thing is coming for him. But he could not write it. He didn't have strength to do that. So, um, but by the higher power, the thing, Krishna, he went to take a bath in the ocean. Then Swayam Jagannath, Krishna, came in the form of Jayadev. He entered his house. Uh, then taking that book where he left off, could not fill up. Dehi pada pallava udaram. Mara garala kandanam mama shirasi mandanam. Dehi pada pallava. Udaharam. Maragarala Kandanam Samasirati Mandanam. So he wrote that. He could not complete it, and Krishna came, Jagannath form, and he completed. Dehi Pada Pallava Udaharam. So he made it complete, this sloka. Amazing. In other words, Krishna is telling, please put your lotus feet to Radha on my head. So that Krishna himself wrote it. Jayadev could not do it. In the form of, he came in the dress of Jayadev. So that day, Jayadev usually used to go to take a bath. He told his wife, I'm going to take a bath. He went very quickly, looks like he came back. He said, he told, why you have come so early? No, I forgot to write something. If I forget, when the thought comes, then it will be difficult. So I will write it. So he went to his room, place. He wrote that. So he completed it. Dehi Pada Pallava Udaram. And then he went out. I will take it back. As he went out, soon the real Jayadeva Goswami came. Then the wife is telling, what happened? You went now? How quickly he came back now? What are you talking? You came. I did not come. When I went for taking, I wanted to write, but I could not. So I left it there. And so I took a bath in this Samudra, and then I'm coming back. No. You came after you left, you came back quickly saying, I forgot to write something. So I went there and wrote. I don't know what he wrote. And then he left again. I'm going to. No, it is impossible. Go and see yourself. So he went there and he saw it was complete. Dehi Pada Pallava Udaram is written. Completing it. Mara Garala Kandanam Samasirasi Mandanam Dehi Pada Pallava Udaram. Very beautiful. Oh Radhe, please put my feet on my. So Krishna. Then they was started crying. So then he's telling, then she's telling, if that is the case, who came to write it and who are you? The wife Padmavati said, who came to write it and who are you? So, the whole body started shaking for him. So much love for Krishna, Radha Krishna came. Eyes were filled with tears. Then he came and told Padmavati, oh, you are fortunate. Your life is successful. Uh, successful. You took darshan of Supreme Lord. I am so unfortunate. That's why I could not took his darshan. Jaydev is telling, glorifying. This is the Vaishnava etiquette, So, but on the other hand, She did not know it was Krishna. So Krishna cheated her and also Jayadev. Jayadev is crying. Actually, who is, you know, he came and cheated her. That's how. But she realized, wow, oh, I wish I knew. At least I would have served you something. See, Krishna, that's how, you don't know when. That's why it is very difficult, actually, in what form Krishna comes. So many people have so many experiences, you know. We are in some trouble or some need some help or guidance. And somehow or the other somebody comes and then helps you out. Yes. Who it can be? At that time we don't notice it. We take it for ordinary. Oh, that person came and did that. Wow. Went away, then we realize, sometimes if you don't think, actually Krishna, he never gives up on devotees. He's always there on the back. Because devotees don't ask for any help. So when an opportunity comes to serve, he will manifest. And in such a way, we will not notice it. More, maybe when you recall or reflect on it, yes, yes. How is it possible? It must be Supreme Lord. Our Gurudev also many times, experienced it. So, Lord is very merciful, very kind. So, that's why. Now what happened? Uh, Also in Jagannath Puri, there is one pastime being heard when he said. There was one Malini. Huh? Malini meaning a lady who takes care of the garden, flower garden. Uh, and she was singing the Gita Govinda, very beautifully, completely immersed in. Then Jagannath, is Krishna. He was attracted towards that singing. Because when you sing, completely lost in it, uh, without any care for these things of this world, completely immersed in it, to please the Lord. uh, Love and devotion is that. And Krishna will be attracted. He cannot stop. So, like even in Dwarka, it also happened. Uh, Rohini reciting the pastimes of Devi pastimes, the childhood pastime, Krishna, Balaram. And Krishna was, you know, elderly, grown up, is in the meeting, and the door is closed. They they told, don't allow anybody to disturb this lila, because Rohini is reciting his pastime of Krishna. And if somebody coming and disturbing, so they requested Subhadra to guard the door. Don't allow anybody. So here, when very sweetly Rohini reciting pastimes of childhood pastime of Krishna, you could not resist. He was pulled to that place. He wants to hear. And Subhadra is telling, no, he cannot enter. Then Krishna putting his ear on the wall, on the door, hearing. When he heard the glories of Radharani, how she feeling the separation of Krishna, she could not bear that. He got affected. See? And that's how he became like Jagannath. Eyes became wide. Hands, legs went inside, became shorter. Yeah. So, Krishna himself get affected by his own leela. You know, still gopis. And then seeing Krishna like that, Balram also. Seeing both, then Subhadra also like that. And Narad Muni came and saw this. And he said, Lord, manifest this kind of deities, form of your form, affected by the Braja Gopis, the love of Braja Gopis, especially Radharani. She commemorate it. So tatastu. That's how, the Jagannath, Baladev Subhadra manifest that way. So same way, yeah, this Malini, Jagannath could not stop her beautiful singing with Govinda. Irresistible. So what happened? Uh, he came Jagannath, uh, and she was singing. Uh, then Jagannath was standing there, and he started hearing. Then after the end, he came back. Huh? But in between, what has happened? Jagannath has gone, right, to hear Gita Govinda. He is out of the temple. Then meantime, what has happened? The king has come to take darshan of Jagannath. What happened? But he saw something strange. Jagannath on the limbs, there were dust, and then on his utriya, the clothes, thorns were there. So king noticed this thing. There was dust on his face, Jagannath, and then thorns on his clothes. King asked him, well, what is this? Oh, Pujari, why Lord is dust? And then his clothes are, like thorn are there stuck. Huh? What is the reason? What has happened? Oh, why it has happened? So the Pujari could not answer this. But, the king can take very severe action on this. What, you must have done something and you are not telling me. Huh? So they became fearful. Jagannath servant. Then, because king was thinking of taking some action, and because the sevaks don't know this, Jagannath, going away to hear Gita Govinda, and when he was when the conch was blown, he has to run back. Came back. So then Jagannath himself revealed in this dream of the king. The king saying, why there's a dust on his clothes and on his face, and then the thorn, because of this. And they are not responsible, it is me. Why? Because I myself went to see this caretaker, this garden caretaker lady, Malini. I went to hear Gita Govinda. Because of that, I got stuck with the dust and the thorn. And hearing this king became wonderstruck. Wow. So in the morning itself, uh, he sent Palaki, the palanquin, to bring that Malini. So then he arranged every day, Jagannath, in front of Jagannath, you sing Gita Govinda. He gave instruction. Even today, the same lineage of that Malini, caretaker of garden, the same family, these ladies in that lineage, they come and sing Gita Govinda every day. And for them, they call it as Devadasi. See, this is in the Pujari. This is how the tradition came. Jayadev Goswami he was filled with so much love and affection. He worshipped Radha Madhav. The way devotee worships love and devotion, same way Lord also reciprocates. He also sends love and affection for the devotee. So one time, Jayadev Goswami, his hut, like in Bengal, today also, the roof is sometimes needs to be changed, rearranged, the roof. They were not like concrete or anything, like some kind of straw. So, but at that time it was very bright sun, like some heavy, hot sun. Then seeing that devotee, that guy was struggling in a very hot, the meaning his sweat is coming, all that is saying, and he wanted to finish that work very quickly. He didn't want to trouble the devotee. So So like that to help him, he went there, and then he was those the straw, you know, he started binding them with a string, very very quickly. Uh, then he used to bind those things with a straw and then give it to him on the roof. On roof, he's sitting there, Jaydev Goswami, putting them in order. Uh, then very quickly was bringing, Then uh, then Jaydev is showing, he was thinking that his wife is helping her. He was all time, he was trotting, and then Jaydev was doing it, and quickly the finish was done. But meantime, I was thinking it was his wife who was helping him all this. Then, then he came down and he saw nobody. So then he asked her wife, uh, "Did you help me? Bringing these things very quickly." He said, "No, I am not. I was busy in other, things of the house." Huh? Then Jaydev Goswami, uh, you know, he's amazing. How Krishna. He went inside. He was wondering who can it be. It was not his wife helping him, and must be Radha Madhav. And he went saw the deities. Now deities are what has happened. The deities are covered with uh, dust in his hand, uh, and then little parts of the string, right? When you tie the string, especially the string made out of the coconut, straw. You know, so some powder will fall on your hand, here and there. It was there on the Radha Madhav deity. Then he understood this must be the work of Radha Madhav. Uh, so he fell at the lotus feet of the deity and started crying. So, how reciprocate. Some people, they say that Jayadev Goswami, he spent the last part of his life in Jagannath Puri. Some say Kendu Bilwa, in the village. Or some people say Vrindavan. Uh, but Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says Jayadev Goswami, the last part of his life, he spent in Jagannath Puri. So there is amazing pastime. How Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the remaining like 24 or 48 years, out of that 24 years, he was Navadip. And remaining 24, he came to Jagannath Puri. Out of that 12 years, He was traveling around. 12 years he was in Jagannath Puri. He was filled with, you know, Radha Bhava. How Radharani was feeling. Expression mode. Ah. Oh, Gaurahari. विरह के सागर गौरहरि क्षमा कृपा करो विरह के सागर गौरहरि राधा भाव उजागर गौरहरि क्षमा करो कृपा करो. This is how Anirudh Prabhu, this thing is telling. Feeling of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. If you pray, it's really very amazing, the effect is. So, uh, one time, Jayadev Goswami, to do some service to Radha Mata, he wanted to establish Ustava, some pastime. He needed some money. So he went outside of the village to collect. Then after some time going around, he collected some Lakshmi, some money. Then he was coming back to the village. So one time what happened was he's coming back, some thieves, they caught hold of him. Why? This pastime is done. So these thieves cut off his hands and legs and they put him into the well, dry well. Then they stole all of his money. But even then, imagine cutting off the limbs, both legs and hands. He started doing kirtan, bhajan, with so much pain and all that. So then Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then it went for 3 days like that. Imagine, this is an amazing pastime. If anybody, ordinarily, if anybody cuts even a small, little part cut, the blood flowing out, especially the artery cut and all that, you will not survive a couple of even minutes. You go unconscious and then you will die. But here, both hands and leg is cut off for 3 days and he's chanting. This is the power of pure devotee chanting. Then by the higher power thing, God's mercy, third day, one king came there. And then he was going around that well. He heard Haridwani. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. The king was so astonished. Then he saw in the well, he saw a person whose hands and legs are cut. or he's very loudly chanting Harinam. Then, same way, he lift him out, king, Jayadev Goswami. Then he brought him to his palace with so much, help, taking care of him. Huh? Then he helped him. Huh? Then, with the help of the both king and the queen, he started getting little better and better. Then, seeing that Jayadev is a great devotee, huh? And hearing Gita Govinda very nicely from him, the king was amazed, and he very soon the king brought Padmavati to his palace. So then both got Vishnu mantra Dikshit after taking Diksha, Jayadev Goswami. Then they started hearing pastimes of Krishna from his Jayadev Goswami. And the queen and king and felt very satisfied. They felt that life was successful. So one time what happened, those robbers who took away from Jayadev Goswami money and then cut off his limbs, threw into the... They came to that king in the form of a Vaishnava. They dressed like Vaishnava. They come to palace, king's palace, in the form of like a guest. Even though Jayadev recognized them, oh, these were Dakur, but still very nicely, very wonderfully, with all reverence, respect for Vaishnavas, he made arrangement for their service. Huh? But these robbers in the dress of Vaishnavas, they become fearful. Wow, what will happen? If Jayadev tells the king, he will be punished by the king. So uh, they wanted to, without accepting any service, they wanted to run away from them. To run away. They may study. Then Jayadev came to understand that they want to go early, leave their mind. So what did Jayadev did? He told king, please, these Vaishnavas have come. Please be generously, give them donation, make arrangement for them to live nicely. He did not tell that they were thieves, they did this and all that. No. He covered that over, the truth. But he told, please, they are Vaishnavas, you treat them well, give some nice donation. So king accordingly did that. Then he sent them off. Then when they were accompanied by the servants of the king, they are going away, little away, far away from the kingdom. Then they were telling, this, so the called, you know, Vaishnavas, disguised Vaishnavas who actually cut off Jaidevs. They are telling, you know, you don't need to come very far now to the servants of the king, he's telling. Huh? Please go. But I'm going to tell you one secret thing. Huh? You have to keep it, please, secret. Huh? You tell very secretly to the king. The secret is, huh? Before we became a Vaishnava, we were followers of a king. Huh? And Raja, because of uh, some special thing, he told us to kill this Jaidev. Kill. But we only cut off his hands and legs. Huh? So, uh, so because this Jaidev Goswami, to keep this thing not to be disclosed, he recommended king to give us some donation and then send us off quickly. So, like that, they were telling the false thing. See? And Mother Earth hearing this untruth, and towards a pure devotee, she could not tolerate. And suddenly, as the kings, servants of kings were looking at it, the earth broke. And these so-called Vaishnava dress, these robbers who cut off the hands of Jayadeva Goswami fell. Went inside, Prithvi. So, like in Shukracharya, he advised Bali Maharaj when Bali Maharaj decided to give 3 foot of land, right, to Vamana. Be careful. And then Bali Maharaj, what he told? I am grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. I have accepted to give donation. How I can, deny that to a Brahmana? And how I told one, now how I can tell the untruth? So that's why he says there is no adharma, irreligion, other than like telling untruth, telling lie is the highest adharma, irreligious. That's why Prithvi Devi, the mother earth, telling, uh, he doesn't feel heavy, even Mandara Parvat, but she cannot tolerate these people who tell untruth, especially to the pure devotee. I cannot tolerate. Uh, so then what happened? These servants of the king, hmm, uh, came and told the king how Mother Earth has chastised them. He has seen them. Uh, then Raja, the king, asked Jayadev Goswami, uh, we heard all things. And this is how the great Jayadev Goswami. He is saying, uh, O king, to take action or revenge on them. Huh? Uh, uh, we should not do that. No, we should not blame anyone. I got cut off my hands and legs. It's not because of them. It is my own sinful activity, my own karma. I have to bear with it. So my own sin. So they are not responsible. Nobody is responsible. So this is how we act. Satyenu kampa susikshamana. Bhagavatam. You know, one who tolerates whatever thing that happened to her, thinking that it is the mercy of the Lord. Very quickly, uh, God will be pleased. We will have His mercy. So that means what? We have to see everything in the hands of Krishna. By His will, everything is happening. Nobody is independent. Mm. So it is like this. Suppose the hand does like this. It's you know. Now can you chastise the hand? No, right? It's me. I desire to hit with a stick, right? And it hit. Now the stick is eating you, or I am eating. you know. So like that, the background is Lord activity. So can you complain with the Lord, Supreme Lord? You saw how mercifully He is reciprocating. When He was building the roof, how nicely He helped him. You know, he was on the roof, he could not see, and his wife Padmavati was doing some other chore some work in the house. So how he will? So this is for the pastimes. And how, even though he cut off the limb for 3 days, how he survived is an amazing thing. To teach us a lesson, actually, to teach us the principles of bhakti, you know. how Lord reciprocates and how even though devotees go through this, still Jayadev Goswami did not complain. You know, that's why our Gurudev keeps telling, never complain, never criticize, never stop chanting. See, this is exactly Jayadev Goswami followed in this Leela. That's what Gurudev was telling. So that's why remember three C's, right? Three C's. Never complain, never criticize, never stop chanting. All the three begins with C. Two C's, don't do. Third C, you must do. Right? Criticize, complain, no. Always chanting, yes. You know, all like that. Huh? So there's another pastime. You know, this is amazing. You know, what it is it is been told the king, the queen, she had a lot of friendship with the Padmavati. Huh? So, but at that time, you know, in those days, sati, if husband leaves his body, the wife jumps into the fire, right? That was sati. No, it was the tradition was there at that time. What happened? The queen brother died, left, and the wife of his brother, she was trying to enter into fire, sati. Huh? Then Padmavati told Rani, huh? The king, the queen, if if there's a pativrata, you know, very devoted to the husband, pativrata patni, if if husband dies, she will not tolerate her life. It will also immediately leave. She will not wait to jump into the fire, you know. Uh, so what the queen said was, oh, hearing this, she wanted to test Padmavati. See how. So one time what happened? Uh, to test Padmavati, she told her, uh, you know, some news. She brought some news saying that she arranged such a way that, oh, Jayadev Goswami died. Then what happened? As soon as she heard Padmavati this news, she gave her life. Immediately she gave up her life. Then what happened? The queen became very uh, disturbed and then crying. Oh, oh, I became a fault in this. It is my mistake. I was sinful in this. So uh, then he told the king. The king went crying, and he went to Jayadev Goswami. Uh, and asked, please give this life. Then bring her back. Then Jayadev Goswami went to what he did, Padmavati's ear. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So the Nama sprinkling sprinkling with the Nam, with the holy name of Krishna, Mahamantra. So what happened is amazing. Padmavati, like if someone is taking sleep, went to sleep, right? When you wake them up, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram. Then they wake up like this, right? Wow. Like that she got up. Uh, So seeing like this amazing the thing that king and queen uh, both fell at the lotus feet of Jayadev Goswami and Padmavati. Uh, Then Jayadev Goswami wanted to visit Vrindavan, and then he took leave of the king and queen. He took Radha Madhav. They went to the. Uh, then hearing Gita Govinda, in Vrindavan, people were very amazed. So, there are many pastimes. And finally also got back uh, his hands and legs. Jaidev Goswami, pastime is there. Amazing. So we pray at the lotus feet of Jaidev Goswami and Padmavati. Uh, Bless us. So much love for Radha Madhav. Jai, Jai, Jai Dev Goswami ki Jai, Jai, Jai. So, we continue some questions. I think there was one question. Like in this pastime, see, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, answering. What the question was, should we do Harikirtan every second? So, Jaidev Goswami. That's why when he was doing everything, that's why hand was cut off, leg was cut off, no problem. Amazing the power of. That's why he says, his answer is, what is taking rest? We take rest, right, sometimes. Harikirtan, Harikatha, the pastimes of Krishna, glorifying, hearing or listening. Hearing or reciting to others is actually taking rest. Really Vishram. That gives us Vishram. Vishram meaning it gives us rest, complete rest. This is really amazing the way. By this kind of rest, all our troubles, tired, difficulties go away. This is amazing. See, the tiredness comes due what? because of our unsteady mind, we get it. It should have happened like this. No, it happened like this. We'll be jumping in the past or future. Huh? Oh, it happened like that. No, no, no. No, maybe what will happen in future? Anticipation. This is what it, it drains us out. Right? You know, Singing back and forth, past and future, not in the present. It drains us out because we are not connected in the present time. Huh? So, so present. If we are not in the present, actually we are disconnected from the Lord. That's what it means. We're not in the present, we are disconnected. So then now you charge. Huh? So that's why he's saying Vishram, taking rest means actually hearing Harikatha and then reciting Harikatha. That process gives us the rest. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur telling. From this, all kinds of tiredness, uh, uh, difficulties will go away. Weariness and troubles are eliminated. So, giving up kirtan, even for short time, giving up kirtan, remembering Krishna, like 24 minutes or 48 minutes. And if you are engaged in other activities, then we'll be uh, moving away from the Lord. Um, awareness to Bhagavan. Mhm. So it says Mahabhagavas and who following them, uh, this is what they do. They have no other duty, other work. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Kirtaniya Sada Hari. Kirtaniya Sada, always. Hari, glorified Lord Hari. Sada, always. Not in the morning, evening, take rest like that. Sada. Kirtaniya Sada Hari. So, in all time, in all aspects, through our body, mind, and the words, glorifying the Lord. If we are doing that in our life, then that is the sign of liberation. What is the sign of liberation? Always glorifying the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So, at all time, at all places. So this is the sign of that. So this we can see. Even scientifically speaking, Harvard University, one study was done, actually many long time back, probably 80s, even maybe early. So their conclusion was even 1 hour of chanting, it brings us the what we call restfulness. There are some criteria. Rest. How to find rest? Uh, they monitor like glucose level in the blood or something like that. So deep rest. So suppose if one is in a deep rest, like a deep sleep, right? Say 7 hours of deep sleep. The rest you get. So 1 hour of chanting gives you more than 7 hours of deep sleep. Now who will get 7 hours of deep sleep? Very few people. Understand? But the Harvard University is telling this study. 1 hour of chanting gives you equal. So you can imagine what the scripture is, what is telling, and what scientists are also finding it out. So deep in our body, the every cell, everybody, actually longing to chant Krishna's name all the time. This is the proof. It's not mundane activity like that. So, uh, there's one is a long question. I don't know if we went through this or not. What is the the question is this: we give we consider giving charity, paropakara, to be a religious duty. What is your opinion about this? This is the question. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, right? We generally people giving charity considered as a religious duty. What is your opinion? So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is telling. Charity is a good thing, but there are two major flaws in this consideration. The first point is that this idea invites or encourages godless or atheistic sentiments to become perceptible. Second point is that this idea may lead to violence against animals or other living entities, giving charity. So how is explaining? Whatever is done while neglecting the absolute integer, supreme spiritual substance or charama purna vastu is of no value. We are not in favor of utilizing spiritual knowledge about the ultimate goal of human life, Krishna Prema, for the sake of convenience. For sake of convenience, we should not forsake spiritual knowledge. For the mundane thing. It is disrespectful to saintliness to try to get a sage to do worldly service. The duty of a human is not just ordinary altruism or charity. There is another great task for human service to Bhagavan. Only by serving him will all our sorrows be eliminated forever, and will we be happy forever. That is why it is our wish to make everyone in the world a devotee of Lord Krishna. Devotional service to Bhagavan is indeed the dharma of a sentient being. It is the dharma of the soul. the eternal religion and the topmost religion, Nitya Dharma and Paradharma. Bhagavan Chaitanya Deva propagated narrations of Paramadharma, the topmost religious principle in this world. Only by that does this world get complete benefit and welfare. So he said, Bharata Bhumi te aila manushya janma aar janma sartaka kari karo para upakar. One who has taken birth as a human being in the land of Bharata, in India, this Bharata version, should make his life successful by engaging in devotional service and working for the benefit of others. Indian people should have that. Make their life successful and work for others to make them Krishna conscious. Huh? Chaitanya Deva, Sri Chaitanya spoke only about what actually benefits a country and living entities. Unlike those who supposedly seek social welfare, his country and people are not petty, narrow minded, unstable, unpredictable, or changeable, or fake like a flower in sky, Akash Kusuma. The benefit that he discussed are superior. In other words, they are not inferior or impermanent. Using their petty intelligence and meager power to think people took in the past are taking now and will take in the future innumerable measures to bring about worldly progress or advancement in their country for the sake of philanthropy or charity. However, such measures have not brought, are not bringing, and will not bring any real benefit or welfare to a country and its residents. They are efforts to achieve more mere temporary benefits. Mahaprabhu told us about this system, upakara, for attaining real benefit. Vedyam vastavam atra vastu shivadam tapatayon moolanam, meaning completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated. This Bhagavad Purana propound the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. The highest truth is reality, distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. So, now the method of Srimad Bhagavatam is the method revealed and adorned by Chaitanya Deva. What is that? That method brings auspiciousness and destroys the threefold miseries. Threefold miseries are physical or mental pain, pain caused by other living entities, and pain due to natural disturbances, like earthquake, hurricanes, etc. Systems to provide welfare that are created by various sages and ascetics can give happiness and good results. That last only for a moment. Those systems do not bring auspiciousness to the soul or bestow good fortune. In other words, they cannot eliminate the threefold misery. One should know what the root cause of misery is, because without eliminating the cause, it is not possible to eliminate the result. If one does not take out the roots of a banyan tree, it grows again even after its branches are cut thousands of times. Thousands of welfare systems conceived by man are like trying to, this is amazing. Thousands of welfare systems conceived by man are like trying to drain the ocean by scooping water out with the hand. Can you drain the ocean by taking water like this? Ah, so it's like this. The effort of all the human beings to bring happiness or helping in this world. Similarly, the ocean of the threefold miseries, ocean of threefold miseries, you know, physical and mental pain, pain caused by living entities, other and due to higher power, will never dry up by welfare. Ah, welfare means conceived by man, which only lead to false expectation for both us and others. So the threefold miseries cannot be eliminated without following the devotional system described in Srimad Bhagavatam. There are infinite varieties of these miseries, and we can never eliminate even one by the root using artificial measures. Ignorance, in the form of forgetfulness of Bhagavan, has two functions: covering real knowledge so that a conditioned soul feels satisfied even in inferior conditions. Ah, second, throwing a living entity into the ocean of material existence. This ignorance is the root cause of our entire material suffering. Unless that root cause is eliminated, the effects of the various miseries will remain. A nation's misery will never go away without preaching about serving Bhagavan. Not go away without preaching service to Bhagavan. Everyone in every nation will achieve eternal welfare when topics related to devotional service to Bhagavan are preached. This is how, yeah, you know, uh, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is beating around the bush. You remember, you might have heard this something. Not like that. you know, very, very powerful. So clear, so precise, no mingling. Very few words, very powerful. So we pray, notice bit of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Oh, Thakur, Mahasaya. Yeah, mercy. Always protect us through your Upadeshamrita, instruction. Jai, Jai. So, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ji ki Jai. Deshamritam ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Jai Dev Goswami ki Jai. Padmavati ki Jai. Champati ki Jai. Navadip Dham ki Jai. Gaura Hari ki Jai. Gaura Hari. Gaura Hari. Gaur Gadadhar ji ki Jai. Jai Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Dandavat pranams to everybody. Please forgive me for the delay. Please forgive. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Pranam Gurudev.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.